Hey, and welcome to my tutorial on how to hack Undertale. I'm just going to show you without cheat engine, how to pretty much change your room, well, pretty much everything in the game. I'll just go through that soon. Just remember Windows only, because I've got a Windows computer, and I might be able to figure out a Mac tutorial later on, but currently this video is for Windows. So yeah, let's just get right into it. First, you're going to want to open your app data folder, and if you don't know how to do that, just click the Windows key on your computer and type %, app data, and another %, click enter, and we're here. From there, you just want to literally, you're gonna want to go back a folder and click app data, and click local, where you're gonna see a heck of a lot of random folders. Now this should be a heck of a lot of random games, but you're eventually, if you just look it up and search local, or just go to the bottom, you're gonna find your Undertale folder in all caps. And here you're going to find 4 different files. You're going to see this 5th one for me. This is my backup folder, which, because, just a heads up, since if you're screwing up with your Undertale files, you're going to want to back up, or else, well, if you mess around with it too much and it really drips out, or something like that, you're going to want to save, or something like that. If you made progress in the game, you're going to want to keep your original saves. So just copy-paste these into a folder. It doesn't matter where you put it. I just put it in my actual Undertale folder because then I know where it is. So yeah, you don't, now the only files in this thing you're gonna really need to worry about is file 0, 9 if you have it. I've seen some others who don't. Apparently I do. And the actual Undertale configuration file. So first we're just gonna open this, and if you click edit, it'll automatically open it up in Notepad. Now the only things you're really gonna want to worry about is are really these values. The rest of it, it doesn't make too much of a difference. There's probably some things you can do with that, but I'm just going over the basics. So this first value, 1, kind of obvious in a way, and so the rest of these, but it pretty much just says how many times you've actually beaten the game. So right now it says I've beaten it 4 times, so you can change that to, like, I don't know, a lot. You really only need to worry about this value if you want to change, like, different characters will say different things sometimes if you beat the game multiple times, like when Flowey talks about Toriel in the first part of the game, etc. And the next one is room, which is just your room ID, and I'll show you in a sec how to know what room you're in based on the ID. This is your kills value, which is pretty obvious how that works. You can change how many people you've killed, well, monsters you've killed. This is how long you played. I'm not entirely sure what that's recorded in. Could be seconds, ticks, but I wouldn't really worry about that. Love, or your level, is, well, you know, this is how you edit that. You can change this to any number, though it will change it to a maximum number in game, which is 20. But I just did this for the heck of it, and yes, I have edited this file before, so it's set to 999. Yeah. Anyway, this is your name. You'd really only be concerned about this if you wanted to like, be one of those secret names, or not really secret names, but those names you can't really access, like, in this case, Sans. If you try to enter it in, it doesn't, well, Sans doesn't allow you to. The fun value is, well, I'd only worry about this if you're trying to find Gaster, and I'll do a video on how you can edit your files so you can actually get to that Gaster room and find things like that. And yeah, so right now I've got it set, so we're in room 134. And now to know what room you're in, I have this link in the description, but this is a giant spreadsheet on exactly what room is in what ID. So if we look here, you know, we started at the beginning room, there's Flowey, there's first all the puzzle, there's all these other things, which goes down to here. The problem is, as this says, all room IDs behind 265 are only accessible via cheat engine. So really, if you're just like me and you just want to have fun and just mess around with the game and you can go around the parts that you've been to before and mess up like stuff and be really powerful and beat bosses easily, etc., you're not going to want to worry about that. Now, over here, these are 2 secret rooms. Entry 17 is Caster room. Again, I'll show you to get to that. And glides room, the dev door, that is, if you do, well, I'm sure you've probably heard of it. It's that room where if you beat the, if you beat Pacifist and you don't touch any credits, this is the room that you use to get to the Toby dog. Not the room that the actual Toby dog room, but just the room where you can like that room that you can actually get to when you're going to Snowden, where you can actually find that glide like boss guy or whatever. So yeah, and all you have to do is really change this to change your room, and I'll show you in a sec. You also have to change this other value. So yeah, so say we want to go to room 134, which is where you fight Undyne. I'm just gonna save this, and we're gonna go over here to our file 0 folder, which, well, file 0, I guess text folder, whatever, well, file, whatever. We're just gonna open this up with Notepad because it's way easier to edit. I've edited this before, so you're gonna see a heck of a lot of 999s everywhere because why not? So yeah, as you can see, you're gonna see tons of values. Over here, this is your room. So again, I've set this to 134. So this is your room ID, so you can change it to that. And yeah, if you go to the top, this is, I believe, your level and your, I'm not sure, I think it was gold, not really sure. But to really help out with that, to make your life easier, on that same link, there is a, if you just click down here to File 0 Guide, you're gonna find all these different, all these different things to tell you what, variable, or what, like, on what line is what variable, or what, like, you know, if that made any sense. So the top line is your name, the variable that pretty much sets your name. The next one is your love, so I set that to 9999. I got this wrong, but this was your HP. And down here, this is your gold. So you can just look at that over here. So the gold is the 11th line, so you can count down here. And yeah. Now you're gonna see question marks. You don't need to worry about those, but I suggest you don't change those because no one knows, or at least this spreadsheet has no idea what the heck, like those actually do, so I say best not to screw around with them because you mess something up the game. These other slots here, you're gonna see down here, from like the 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, and 27 are all item slots. So, this is essentially how you can set what item is in what slot, and to do that, all you really need to do is, if we just go back here to the file 0, you set each slot. So if we're going to line 13, which is the first item slot, you set the ID of the item. So right now I've set it, like, every single item in my inventory to 11, which is butterscotch pie, or that's the ID for butterscotch pie. If you don't know those IDs, you can just go to the item ID thing over here, which is pretty much just shows every single item, what type it is, and the ID for it. So right now I've set mine, so yeah, if you look over, if we just scroll up here, that is butterscotch cinnamon pie, whatever. So yeah, but, and another thing that makes your life easier, so now to equip it, if we just go back to our file 0, we're gonna see, right over here, if we go to our file 0 guide, if we look over here, at the 29th and 30th line, this is your equipped attack item and defense item. So again, you just put the item ID you want for your attack item in the 29th line, and for the 30th line, you put the item ID for your defense item. So for me, what I have is I made mine the real knife, which is the best attacking item, and the Temi armor, which is the best defense item, so those item IDs are 52 and 64. So yeah. So that's pretty much all you need to worry about for the file 0 file. That's under file 0 file, whatever, text file. So you're also going to need to do everything you do on here to your file 9 file if you have it, and just remember to save it after making any changes. I didn't make any changes to that, but usually it prompts you to click save, and you always do, or else it won't make any difference to your game. So file 9 is literally the exact same thing. You're going to need to do everything you did to file 0 to file 9. So yeah, I've already done that. But yeah, all the values are the same. So if you look at if you look at this document, or the spreadsheet, the file 0 guide is the exact same guide to the file 9 guide. Yeah. So, yeah, anyway. So once you've done that, I'm just going to close all these and make sure to save them, or else Undertale won't do any of this. So you just want to go to Undertale, and let's click play. And let's watch the magic happen. I don't know, that sounded weird. Anyway, so you're gonna see over here, my name is now Sans. Cheated in. Here's your love, which is 9999, and it's so much that it's going over the time value over here. This is the room you're in, so I just changed it to room 134, which is the Undyne area. So we click continue. We're over here. And just a quick heads up, if we look at our item, yep, we've got, as I said, since I set all the item slots to item 11, which is Butterscotch Pie, we've got stacked Butterscotch Pies. Down here we have our level HP in gold, which is, now I know I set it to 99999 whatever, but Undertale minimizes it down to the max amount you can have it as. I'm not really sure how you can actually, I don't really think you can set that max amount, but yeah. If we go to our stats, we've got the Chemi armor and the real knife, which is great, so yeah. Anyway, so let's just test this out a bit. If we go to fight Undyne, right here, just gonna go for cheesy speech. I'm just gonna spam through this. So she's just gonna go through her cheesy stuff, etc. Blah blah. Alright, so we're just gonna walk up to her. Boop. Okay, so we're good. Now, as you can see, my level is not 99999. As I was talking about with the max level, my level is, well, the max level you can get in Undertale is 20. So yeah, this is the maximum of HP you can get. It actually goes above the actual maximum over here. I'm not entirely sure that happens, but I'm glad I've got 111 HP as opposed to like 50 or something like that. Again, in the items, we have full Butterscotch Pies, so we're fine. So that's good. So I'm just gonna show you, I'm gonna let her attack me. I actually took technically no damage there, but yeah. So anyway, that works. So yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, and stay tuned for the Gaster video. So anyway, thanks for watching.